Our readings today continue from the book of Kings. And really, you can see from David, who God promised his dynasty, to Naboth, who really is a weak man. You could see that the thing is going in the wrong direction. You could see that we're heading wrong, and it's getting worse and worse. And it would seem as if, where is God in all of this? What we have here in our text is when power is corrupted and used wrongly. Why is the king given power? Why is the leader given power? Why is the parent given power? Why is the archbishop or the priest given power? To serve others and to ensure right service for everyone. That's why power is given. What we have here is power now taken and turned in on itself. So this is not power given to serve others. This is power turned in on self that becomes covetousness and becomes a dark cancer in the soul of the human. Naboth wanted a field, but what the text doesn't tell us is that in Judaism, the land was precious. Why was it precious? Because each tribe was allotted land for the tribe. And the whole understanding of family land, ancestral land. So much so that in the Jubilee year, all land returns back to the rightful owner. So it is so important that every 50 years, even if you fell into debt and had to sell off your land, even if you had to do whatever you had to do, every 50 years, every Jubilee, the land returns back to the rightful owner. And this concept of Jubilee and the land and the ownership of the land is that this is inherent in God's call of the people. Because remember, he promised Abraham that his descendants would take possession of the land. So the land is vital, it's important, it's not trivial. Today we buy and sell land like if it's going out of style. You go and you live in one place, you like it for a while, you say, I could do better, you sell that and you're gone somewhere else. But in those days, the land itself was sacred, and the land itself is what connected you to the ancestors. And therefore, it was not to be traded or bartered in the way that you see here. So what you really have is the king asking the man to violate something that is sacred. That's what you have. The king is asking the man to violate the sacred. And the man refuses. As he should. As he should. Well, what's intriguing is the king then goes into depression because he can't get what he wants. But that's a spoiled child, you know. That's a spoiled child, eh? A teenager, long mouth like an alligator, because you can't get what you want. But in this whole thing, what you have is bad emotions right through, poor and negative emotions right through. That's what you're having here. So he cannot get what he wants. So the next thing that he's doing, he's in a depression. And he's moping about the house all day. But you all have never seen that, eh? Never seen that. Moping about the house, so he cannot get what he wants. What we have here is somebody who is spoiled. Somebody who has pampered themselves. Somebody who has made their whole life about themselves and not about serving others. and being there for others. What's the role of the king? The role of the king is to keep the realm safe and to provide safety and security for the kingdom first. The role of the king is also to find the men and women of valor and honor and who have particular talent and ensure that they use their gifts for the good of the whole. That's the second role. To really bring the talents out of people so that the whole realm is being served by the best in every area of the realm. What else is the role of the king? To ensure that there is fairness and justice within the realm. And so that there's always a sense of fairness within the realm. And a lot of the role of the king in the ancient days was ruling over matters of justice and judgments. Since we know what fair is, you know. And all you knew what fair was when you were so high? And you know? Mommy, you give she a bigger piece of cake than me. And that's fairness, ain't? That's fairness or unfairness. But we all have this sense of fairness. And what is this king doing? He's not looking to keep the realm safe. He's not looking to find people of high quality to bring into the affairs of the realm. And he's certainly not looking to keep justice within the realm. Everything the king is supposed to do, Naboth is breaking it. Ahab is breaking it. And in breaking it, in breaking the role of the king, what we have here is the destruction of the kingdom. But the same is true for us, you know. The same is true for us. Do you know the same is true for the family? You know the same is when the parents of the family are not keeping the family safe, when the parents of the family are not helping each child or member of the family to bring their gifts to the good of the family, when the parents of the family are not ensuring justice within the family and right distribution according to who needs what, it breaks down also. Huh? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So we have a king who has gone totally against what his role and function is. And we have a kingdom that is now in deep distress. And you think it can't get worse? You think it can't get worse, eh? And now we have a wife. Now we have a wife. And oh gosh, the name of the wife alone tells you something. Really? Serious? You know? Oh gosh. The name of the wife alone tells you something. But in the text, what is worse than the king is the wife sends these instructions to the leaders. And the instructions are direct violation against justice. And the leaders fulfill and obey the instructions and commit murder. Why? Why would they do that? You would think there would be one noble person who would stand up and say, no, you can't do this. No, sorry. You think so. But once terror comes to a land, everyone cowers unless you really find a noble person who will stand and do what is right. And when terror comes to a land, it's really easy to pick up the one by one because the herd always runs to secure themselves. But it is the one person who is noble who will stand and say, no, this is not how, we cannot do this. We cannot participate in this. And because the land was corrupted, corruption continued. It continued. And rather than someone standing up for what is right, all of these characters complied with the queen and did what was wrong. I talking about Israel back in the day, only. Don't go quoting me on that now. Is Israel back in the day we talking about yet? All right? Everybody clear about